Hello everyone, Sheffy back at you again, and today I'm going to be showing you two ways on how you can clean your old school cartridges. This technique does work on handhelds, but be careful for the batteries, and same thing for any of your cartridges. Just as a precaution for myself, I am not liable for any damages that you may have caused upon your own cartridges, so do this at your own risk. So the very first thing you need are all of your little tools. So the first thing that I use is cotton swabs, paper towels, some steel wool for later on. That's going to be for my second technique. A little container, a thing of rubbing alcohol. This is 70%. I don't know if it makes much of a difference. I'm using 70%. I don't want to go too strong. This is for the NES. This is the bit. I don't have the bit for the Sega systems. It's a three-way wing bit. I don't know if you can see it in there. I don't have that. So that's going to be the first one that I clean. So first of all, you're going to put your rubbing alcohol in a container. You don't have to do this. I just do it because it's easier to show you guys what I'm doing. And I'm obviously probably going to end up wasting most of that. So with the very first thing, you dip your Q-tip or your cotton swab in there. Get it kind of dried out, and then you rub back and forth pretty vigorously, not too hard, not too soft, but just enough. You can't really see it. I think I already cleaned this one actually. I'm almost positive I cleaned all my cartridges except for that Super Mario right there that I wanted to do specifically for this video. But anyways, this kind of serves a purpose. There you go. You can kind of see the dirt. My light might be a little bit bright. But anyways, you just go back and forth, and then with the dry side, you go back over it and get it nice and dry. The alcohol will dry pretty quickly, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Yeah, it's a little bit dirty, but hey, whatever. You can kind of see the contacts in there, and that's what you're going to be trying to clean. So let's go ahead to the second technique. That one's kind of self-explanatory. That should run a little bit better. And just a quick explanation on why you want to do this. Over time, I mean, just think about it. These games are like 30 years old or more. Over time, the contacts will get dirt on them, or people may have blown in them trying to clean them. And by the way, that is one of the worst things that you can do, is blowing inside of them, because the spit will cause rust on the contacts, or maybe not rust, but debris nonetheless on the contacts. And it won't make the games work as well. So all that dirt and grime and nasty stuff will get on the contacts of the cartridge itself, and also on the contacts of the console, and that will make it not work very well. So I'm going to open that up, and as a reference, I'm going to show this one, and then I'm going to show what it will look like after I get done with this technique. This one isn't that bad. I have seen worse. Actually, I'll show you a game that was actually pretty bad. Hold on one second. This game right here, one of my buddies gave it to me. Still doesn't work completely 100%. I still need to do some work on it. But that game was pretty much the contacts. I'll show you the contacts. Were pretty much black. So I don't know if you can see them. There you go. Alright, so that's the before, and this is the after. And for reference, just grab onto the edges so you don't damage it. So you can see down at the bottom the black, nasty dirt and stuff from 30 years of not being clean. So yeah. We're going to go ahead and scrub that off. I try to use the backs of the cases if I can to set this stuff on, just because you don't want to really set it on paper towels like I did. So I just rip off a little piece of the steel wool, because the steel wool, if you leave it out after using it with the alcohol, it will kind of get rusty and nasty and stuff. So we're going to set this all to the side, and I'm going to use that to dry off the contacts. So I'm going to just scrub back and forth a little bit, not too rough now. I just want to stress that out. Not too rough. You don't want to get too much alcohol on there, because it will run onto the board, and you don't want that to happen. Just very lightly scrub it, until it starts getting nice and shiny. And just if it does get on the board, so far it has with me got on the board a few times. As long as you wipe it up pretty quickly, you can already see it looks a lot better. But if you wipe it up pretty quickly, I have not had any damaged game so far. But like I said, just be careful with everything that you do here. So we're gonna go. I don't know. I just did that weird sucking noise, but whatever. We keep on just scrubbing this off. And I think I tested this game, and it wasn't really bad. It wasn't not working. But it could always work a little bit better. Okay, just clean that all off, and we can already see it looks almost just like the other one. And that's just a little bit of work. And if you notice that the game still does not work after you do this, and what I mean by not working is sometimes it'll give you the blue screen. And while I'm doing this, I'm just going to go ahead and put this back in here, or while I'm explaining, it'll give you the blue screen, or sometimes it'll be all pixely and stuff like that. With Nintendo games, I've noticed that they only go in one way. So you just kind of test it out. And there we go. Nope. Hold on. There we go. Only go in one way. They don't let you put it in the other way. But anyways, if the game is not clean, sometimes you'll get a blue screen. Sometimes you'll get all pixelated sprites and stuff like that. Sometimes you'll be playing the game and it'll get all pixelated and it looks like it's glitching out. I cannot talk tonight. But it will look like it is glitching out, but it actually isn't. It's just nasty contacts. And the same thing with you know how sometimes you'll put in a game and you have to kind of like, while it's in the system, if it's the toaster oven, you have to kind of push it to the side. That's because the contacts on the inside of the console are actually messed up. And I might open up my console just to show you guys that one day. I'm not going to do it now because it is kind of a pain in the butt. But I'll show you the actual contacts one day maybe. And then I'll tell you how I fixed mine, how I tightened up my contacts instead of having to pay some Chinese retailer to send me more. I just fixed it myself. But anyways, I hope this helped you out. 9 times out of 10, if you do the first technique, it works pretty well. It doesn't get all the dirt off, but it does work pretty well. I guess I can open up one of my old handheld games real quick, just to show you how to open up at least Pokemon games. They're already clean. I'm not going to try to clean them. But anyways, to open it up, it's kind of tricky if you've never done it before. See, unscrew the screw, if I can get it in there. And you never want to tighten these up too much because, you know, these are plastic. So, alright, with the Pokemon games at least, you have to slide these one way or the other. So you slide it down, and you lift up very carefully, and then you can see the contacts right there. But again, be careful for that battery. If you have to replace it, I don't know how to do that, so you might want to have to look somewhere else. So again, I hope this video helped you out. While I'm putting this up, I'm going to say goodbye. But anyways, I hope this video helped you out as far as cleaning goes, and as far as, you know, maintaining your games. You want to do this every once in a while. Just check in your contacts, make sure they're not all rough and nasty, and yeah, always stay clean. As always, stay beautiful, stay sexy, and stay chefy. I love you guys.